And welcome back to the Kenny and JT show here on News Talk 1480 WHBC. We're happy to have with us another one of the up-and-coming prospects for your Cleveland Guardians. Joining us right now here on the hotline is Tyler Freeman. Tyler, thanks for making time for us. How are you, my friend?
No problem. Thank you guys for having me. And I'm great. Just getting out to Arizona, got this beautiful weather. Can't ask for anything better than that.
Quit rubbing it in, kid. We're in Ohio.
Hey, it was cold here in the mornings for a couple days, and I guess Ohio was a little warmer at those times, but it's starting to warm up real fast here soon.
You'll find out sooner than later, all right?
Yep.
No question about that. And Tyler, let's go back to last year for you. You get the opportunity, you get your cup of coffee, you get a chance to come up and get a taste of the big league level. What was that experience like for you? And how important is that's out of the way now and you can focus on maybe being a regular part of this team?
Yeah, it was unreal, just getting the call and going up there and just living my dream. And, I couldn't even put it into words. It was awesome. And, being down a playoff stretch, helping the team clinch a spot in the playoffs, it was awesome. And I can't really ask for anything more than that. And, I had fun while doing it too. So.
Tyler, I was so excited that we got the opportunity to talk to you because there's so many things that went through my mind, being that you brought up as a young guy. During that year, and you're in the minors and the 2020 season is canceled, how do you stay fresh? How did you stay prepared? Where did you train? Did you train?
Yeah, so 2020, when it first happened, we were here in spring training, and they're like, hey, you'll be back in 2 weeks. Don't worry. And the 2 weeks turned out to 3 or 4 months. And then we had that alternate site. But during that time, I was blessed. I was in Texas, so some stuff was still kind of open out there. That was like one of the only states that still kind of ran things a little like the same. And I met some of my greatest trainers during that time. One of my trainers named Rocky Galindo. He opened up his weight room and just let us kind of do our thing. He trained us, and also another guy in Dustin Schaefer. He runs a travel ball team out there and has his own facility. And he was opening it up to me, and Stephen Kwan actually came out and trained with me too. And we were just kind of going to work from there. And like I said, thank God we were working, and we got a lot out of it. So I wouldn't say it was a lost season for us. And as we did a lot. So.
And for you last year, at this point, spring training, what was the mindset going into spring training last year, and how has that changed for you this year?
Yeah, it was a big one because I came in a little unhealthy. I had off-season shoulder surgery that year prior during the season, and I wasn't fully 100% yet. And coming into camp, it was during that lockout, the lockout that happened. So I couldn't really contact the team at all, and I couldn't really do their rehab program until we got a deal done. And so it kind of set me back a month, which it sucks, but I got to make my debut that year, so in the end it was all worth it.
Tyler, I guess for lack of a better term, they always say you're like the utility infielder. You've played every position, but I believe first base, and you probably played there once or twice too. Who knows? Is there ever any preference in the infield for you?
No, not really. I've been bouncing around a lot, even in the minor leagues. whether it be short, second, and funny story, I made my debut at third this year, and I think I played a total of 3 games in the minors at third base.
That's amazing.
So, we're playing guys from the Diamondbacks, big Christian Walker over there at first, and I'm over there at third sweating bullets, not knowing what's going to happen. But, I don't really have a preference. And, kind of like I had a meeting today with Tito, and he goes, hey, there's a chance we could stick you in the outfield too. So you just be as versatile as possible. That's the key. So.
We did play the outfield last year because when they had you at second base, I saw a couple of clips. You're like a short fielder. Now with the new, you're not allowed to switch as much anymore. Are you going to be at second base? Has to be in the infield? And the other question is this. We used to consider old guys like us, third base is the hot corner. I look at second base and say, I think I'd rather be at third.
Right. Like you said, the new rules that's happening, it's, I'm playing second base and I have to stay in the dirt, and Big Joey Gallo's up, it's still technically a hot corner over there.
Right.
So it's definitely a challenge that's going to happen. We're just going to have to get used to. So.
For people that aren't watching this on our Facebook page, we have a little scroll at the bottom of the page, and I have Guardians Tyler Freeman infielder, because as he's just telling you, he's not sure where, but he hopes it's at the big league level. That's the key, right? You'll play anywhere as long as it's at the major league level, right, Tyler?
Absolutely. You know, if you need me to pitch or catch too, I'm in. Let's go.
So how many different gloves does Tyler Freeman have, depending on which position you play?
So right now I got 2 gloves. I have my middle infield glove, short and second glove. And then I have my third base glove, which is pretty big. And as we speak right now, right after this, I'm actually going to go meet with the Wilson guy to get my outfield glove. So we're going to see, there's going to be 3 now. So, but it's going to be fun.
Tyler, what about first base? Are you going to, just in case, try on some first baseman's mitts? Because those things are about the size of a laundry basket over there.
Yeah, I've never played first base. I mean, I think I played first base at like 9 years old or 8 years old, but I've never played a first base. But it's kind of the same thing as third, as the team was like, as I just got thrown in at third base. You know, if I got to get thrown in at first, so be it. Let's go.
Tyler Freeman, our guest here on the Kenny and JT show, Guardians infielder, utility guy, contributed last year at the major league level, but also had a solid year. I was looking at your AAA numbers from last year, 279, 6 homers, 44 RBIs at AAA. So how pleased were you with what you did coming off the rehab and the surgery that you had? And then that obviously catapulted you up to the major league level.
Yeah, you know, it was frustrating at first. I'm not gonna lie. You know,
Yeah.
Missing a whole month and then jumping into AAA for the first time and not getting the results I wanted early on. And you know, I was a little frustrated. And you know, all the thoughts run in my head, like, you know, did the shoulder surgery? You know, I don't know if it's gonna pan out if it's gonna be the worst going forward. But you know, as I stuck through it, had a good mindset on it. It all started to pan out. I started feeling great again. And yeah, you know, I got a lot stronger during that time, the month that I missed. And, you know, I mean, I hit 6 home runs. I don't think I've hit 6 home runs in a year in my entire life. So, just as each, you know, even the off season and stuff, getting bigger, getting stronger, trusting my shoulder a little bit more. It's been good so far, you know, and I was really glad of how AAA panned out last year.
Tyler, when we get into spring training right now, and we kind of like, a lot of times we refer to things like we do in football, and you're a second teamer or whatever, you're a backup quarterback, you don't get as many reps. How does this pan out for you in spring ball now, where you'll be moved around? I mean, do you get a certain number of, you know, times at second base versus short, third, whatever? How does this work?
So this spring training is going to be a little different because the World Baseball Classic is happening. So we have Jimenez playing. So second's going to be kind of open right now, just for spring training standpoint. But I'm just gonna be bouncing around left and right. You know, Hosey's still he's fully healthy, but you know, he still had that off-season thumb surgery. You know, we're just gonna be bouncing around, whether that be even in the outfield. I know the coaching staff said I could definitely get some starts in the outfield this spring training. So I'm just gonna be ready. Just be ready. Whatever they want me to do, I'll be ready.
How exciting is that, Tyler Freeman, that they're telling you you could get some starts out there, meaning they foresee you being on this roster and being a part of this team that won the Central Division last year, won a playoff round, and bowed out to the Yankees in 5 games in the division series?
Yeah, it's an honor, you know, just to be in the conversation on trying to, you know, make the team out of camp. It's awesome. You know, I mean, growing up, that's all I could have asked for, is to be on a major league team. And, you know, I'm going to obviously stay humble about it, work hard, and whenever my name's called upon, I'll be ready.
Tyler, we appreciate the time, continued good health, continued success at the big league level. Look forward to seeing you over at Progressive Field this year.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for having me on.
Tyler Freeman checking in with us here on the Kenny and JT show. Back with more right after this.